Happy Friday. I'm super excited to be here. I'm very excited. My family's coming to see me today, and this has been the longest we've been apart. So, very excited because we're upon Thanksgiving. So, what do you think Fitspo Friday should talk about around Thanksgiving? I don't know. How not to overeat and all the things. No. I don't want to make you just hear, regurgitated information. Plan ahead and eat more vegetables, drink lots of water, and go for walks, and enter a turkey trot. All those things, because Thanksgiving, it's not about that. It's about gratitude. The entire holiday is devoted to gratitude. It's one of my favorite holidays because it's really just about simply being together with your family. And I don't think there's probably ever been a time in my life than what we've been dealing with right now in this season that I've been more grateful to be with my family. And it's essentially free of all the muss and fuss of gift giving or the frenzy of holiday party planning and party attending, other than cooking and cleaning up, which can be a lot of work, but it's just really kind of homey and cozy. And it also satisfies our human need, our basic human need, to pause and just take stock of all the things that we have to be grateful for. So as the year winds to a close, it's the right time to remind ourselves how much we've received, so we can then approach the new year with a grateful heart, and anticipation and excitement, right? So the thing about Thanksgiving, though, is it goes by really fast. A lot of us only have Thursday and Friday off. If you're traveling, it goes by even faster because there's getting there and then preparing and then leaving. And so it's not really like Christmas gets an entire season, right? But Thanksgiving gets one day. Also doesn't help that they're playing Christmas music in October. It also doesn't happen that Thanksgiving is followed by the least restful day of the entire year, Black Friday. And so, which is anything but restful. And so every day I find that this day that, this one day that is set apart for gratitude is almost over before it's even begun. And I haven't even had a lot of time for careful thought and reflection on what I'm truly grateful for. I don't know how many of you raise your hand. I think you can raise your hand on here. Have a tradition where you go around the Thanksgiving table and say all the things that you're grateful for. We do that. It's a great practice, right? But without taking time beforehand to really assess your life. And I often find myself at a loss for what I'm truly grateful for. And then I'm just regurgitating things that I've said in the past or things that are kind of low-hanging fruit, rather than being really thoughtful and intentional. So this year, I'm challenging myself. And so I thought I'd challenge you guys to start getting intentional beforehand so you can be really present and really just, marinate in the entire spirit of what Thanksgiving is about. So I've got 4 things that I'm committing to, and I'm challenging you all to do the same. The first is I'm going to set aside time to journal. And when I say time, I'm not 15 minutes. I'm going to really set aside like an hour, more if I can, God bless, but to journal, listing the things and thinking through the past year, what I'm grateful for. This time on the front end can help you combat that feeling of, oh gosh, what am I grateful for? Grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my health. These are just really basic things. But if you start really taking the time to thoughtfully journal and write down what you're really grateful for and all you have to be grateful for, and thinking back through the year, it's just so much more impactful, and your family and friends get a lot more out of it too. And so secondly, you want to jog your memory, right? So I can remember what I'm grateful for in most of November, maybe part of October, but anything beyond that, I barely remember. Even what state I was in. So writing in itself isn't enough. So get out your calendar, maybe see some of the events that you have that have triggered, or that can trigger some of those memories. Go through your social media, see what you posted about. look through your photos, see what pictures you were taking on your iPhone. If you're a collector and you have postcards or matchbooks or something, look through the things that you collect and keep. And so jog your memory so you can get real intentional and think back. And then thirdly, don't ignore the dark things. When we talk about gratitude, it's almost obvious to notice all the good things that we have and to be grateful for, and it's totally essential, absolutely. But it's also important to see that the sorrows and disappointments of our lives are opportunities of growth in ways we might not even realize. You'll possibly be able to see what happened, how God's answered prayers in ways that you didn't even think about. They just were answered. Preparing for Thanksgiving can be a really good time to reflect on those painful memories, to learn from them. Have you grown from them? What did you learn about yourself, about others? Have tangible goods come because of them? If you haven't grown in any noticeable way, how can you turn them into a source of forward momentum, right? And then lastly, make resolutions, just like New Year, but specifically gratitude resolutions, considering how to foster awareness in your life, to be present. And so that next year you're not starting from a blank state. How can you develop habits of self-awareness and gratitude? So here are a few ideas. I had to write them down. Write down 3 things every day you're grateful for. I know people say that all the time. It sounds corny and cliche and all the things, but be real intentional about writing just 3 things you're grateful for. It's not like affirmations, just writing down things you're grateful for. If it's when you wake up, when you go to bed, bonus points if you do it when you wake up and when you go to bed. And if it feels like a lot every day, just start with once a week. Maybe it's your Sunday routine, and don't just say, I'm grateful for my friends, but say, I'm grateful for Teresa because she brought a smile to my face when I was hurting from something, or I'm grateful for Carrie because she handled something that was stressing me out and took so much off my plate. Be more specific. And then enter the day looking for things to be grateful for, right? What you seek, you will find. What you focus on grows. So what can I be grateful for? I'm grateful for this opportunity to share what we're going through in our family and our journey with you all. I'm grateful for all the lessons that I'm learning and all of the opportunities that are also coming because of it, So start you can have a daily, weekly, monthly mantra that today I will be grateful for X. You could just decide it's coffee or wine, depending on which one. And if you're dealing with a challenging activity or person, this can be a great way to change your attitude about an issue to help you see them in a positive light. It's real easy to focus on something that annoys you or it's frustrating, or where someone's falling short or disappointing you. But what can you find in that person, or that thing, that task that you can be grateful for? There's always a silver lining somewhere. And then start saying thank you instead of I'm sorry. Often when we have to ask people for help, we respond with apologies, when what we really want to express to them is gratitude for their support. Our guilt and at feeling in total self-sufficiency. Hello, Enneagram 3. I can do it all by myself. No, I can't at all. It takes a village. At least it's to turn an act of love on their part to a failure on ours. We didn't fail. We're asking for help. And when you ask someone for help and they help you, it's because they want to. So say thank you. So this year, before the turkey coma sets in, foster habits of mindfulness that really build some true awareness and gratitude for the good things that come in your life. So you can be there, be present, and truly and wholeheartedly give thanks to everyone. So I hope you all have an amazing, blessed Thanksgiving and safe travels if you're traveling. And as always, be distinctive.